Dear students, today we are going to discuss about respiratory system. Last class we discussed about digestive system of the leech. Okay, so respiratory system, the respiration in leech takes place through skin. Suppose if we take uh, body wall, that means body wall of the leech, we already studied about epidermal layer. Okay, so this is the epidermal layer of the leech. These are the cells of this epidermal layer. Okay, so in between these cells, in between these epidermal cells, so many blood vessels are, small blood vessels are extended. Okay, so these are cells of epidermal layer, and these are the small tiny blood vessels that we can call them as capillaries. Okay, and these capillaries, they are filled with a fluid called hemocoelic fluid. Hemocoelic fluid. Okay. So what happens? Oxygen dissolved in water, which enter into this hemocoelic fluid by diffusion. So the oxygen dissolved in water enter into hemocoelic fluid found in in capillaries. Okay. So whatever the carbon dioxide which is present in this hemocoelic fluid, they go outside by diffusion. So respiration, the exchange of respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place by diffusion. So what are the main important points about respiratory system? The respiration takes place through skin, and the exchange of gases, respiratory gases, CO2 and O2 takes place by diffusion. Okay, and if you observe the skin of this leaf, it always moist and slimy. What is the reason behind it? Because it prevents drying of the skin. It prevents drying. Okay, so these are about respiratory system. Next we are going to discuss circulatory system of the leaf. In case of circulatory system in leech, they have hemocoelic system. Hemocoelic system. So in case of leech, they have no true blood vessels. Instead of blood vessels, they have hemocoelic channels. Hemocoelic channels, or it is also called hemocoelic canals. Okay, these hemocoelic channels, they are filled with, we already discussed about hemocoelic fluid. Hemocoelic fluid, and this hemocoelic fluid contain respiratory pigment hemoglobin. We know what is the function of the hemoglobin, the transport of respiratory gases done by the help of hemoglobin. Okay, so they have hemocylic channels and they have hemocylic fluid. These hemocylic channels are filled with hemocylic fluid, and this hemocylic fluid contain hemoglobin. So basically they have 4 hemocylic channels, or they have 4 longitudinal hemocylic channels. Okay, so were these 4 hemocylic channels present in leech? So basically one channel, which is dorsal side of the alimentary canal, and second channel, that is ventral side of the alimentary canal, and other 2 channels, they are on either lateral sides. So you already know what is dorsal and what is ventral. Dorsal means upper side, ventral means lower side. So one of the longitudinal channel or hemocylic channel present on the dorsal side of the alimentary canal, and one longitudinal channel present on the ventral side of the alimentary channel, and 2 other channels, they present on either sides, or they are in lateral position. Okay, and the channels present on the either sides, the 2 channels, they present on either sides, they act as heart. Okay, these 2 channels on either side, lateral side, they act as heart, and this heart also contain inner valves. And all these 4 channels, they are connected in the 26th segment, the 26th segment. Okay, so this is about circulatory system. They have hemocylic circulatory system, and they have hemocylic channels or canals which is filled with hemocylic fluid which contain hemoglobin, and there are 4 hemocylic channels or 4 longitudinal channels. One channel present on the dorsal side of the alimentary canal of the leech, one channel ventral side of the alimentary canal of the leech, and other 2 channels on the lateral sides of the alimentary canal. Okay, and the 2 channels present on the lateral sides, they act as heart, and all these channels, or all these 4 longitudinal channels, they are connected in the 26th segment of the leech. Okay, next we are going to discuss about nervous system of the leech. Nervous system. What about nervous system? So the central nervous system, that means in short CNS, central nervous system of the leech consists of a nerve ring and a paired ventral nerve cord. Okay. So what are the components of the central nervous system of the leech? A nerve ring and a paired ventral nerve cord. So if we check nerve ring, this nerve ring, it surrounds the pharynx. Okay. nerve ring surrounds the pharynx, and this nerve ring consists of a suprapharyngeal ganglion. The suprapharyngeal ganglion act as brain. Then a circumpharyngeal connective and third one subpharyngeal ganglion. Okay, so these are the part of the nervous system of the leech. What are the main points here? The central nervous system of the leech, which consists of a nerve ring and a paired ventral nerve cord, and this nerve ring that surrounds the pharynx of the leech, and this nerve ring is composed of a suprapharyngeal ganglion, which is act as brain, and a circumpharyngeal connective and a subpharyngeal ganglion. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about excretory system of the leech. Excretory system. Okay. So the excretory system, what they do? They eliminate the waste materials from their body. Okay. So excretory system consists of an excretory organ which is called nephridia. So whatever the waste materials from their body is eliminated with the help of nephridia. And this nephridia, total 17 pairs of nephridia found on leech. And these 17 pairs of nephridia, they opens out by nephridiopause. Okay. And these nephridia, they are present from 6th segment to 22nd segment. Okay, so these are the main important point about excretory system. The excretory organ is nephridia. There are total 17 pairs of nephridia which opens out by 17 pairs of nephridiopores, and they are situated on the 6th segment to 20th segment. So today we discussed about respiratory system, circulatory system, and nervous system, and also excretory system. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about reproductive system in leech. So leeches, they are hermaphrodites. So what is meant by hermaphrodites? Hermaphrodite means the animal which has both male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ. Okay. Both male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ found in say animal, those animals are called hermaphrodite. So leech is an example for a hermaphrodite. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about what about male reproductive system of the leech. So coming to male reproductive system, male reproductive system. So coming to male reproductive system, leeches, they have 11 pairs of testes. 11 pairs of testes, and each pair found in each segment. That means one pair of testes found in one segment. Okay, for example, this is leech. These are the segment of the leech. In one segment, one pair of testes found. Okay, these testes, they are found on the starting from 11th segment to 22nd segment of the leech. Okay, so these are main points. How many pairs of testes found? 11 pairs are found in one pair of testes found in one segment. Okay, so they start from 11th segment to 22nd segment. So this testis, they form a testis sac in this testis sac. This testis form. From this testis, a short duct is forming. That duct is called vas efferents. Okay, this short duct is called vas efferents. This is testis, and this from this testis a short duct or tube-like structure forms, that is called vas efferents. And this vas efferents joins with next part, that is vas deferens. Okay, and next this vas deferens that convoluted and form epididymis. Epididymis. Okay, then what happens next? This epididymis is also called sperm vesicle. So major function of this epididymis, store spermatozoa. So this male spermatozoa means male gametes. So they store in sperm vesicles or in the epididymis. And this epididymis is connected to ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct. Okay. And the ejaculatory duct from the both sides of segment, they joins and form male genital atrium. They form genital atrium. Okay, genital atrium. And this genital atrium, which consists two regions. What are those? Genital atrium. Consists two regions. A coil prostate gland and a penis sac, which consists of penis. So these are about male reproductive system. First, testis they form testis sac. From this testis a short duct is forming. That duct we call vas efferents, and this vas efferent joins with vas deferens, and this vas deferent convoluted and which forms epididymis or sperm vesicle. The function of epididymis, they store spermatozoa, and this epididymis is connected to ejaculatory duct, and the ejaculatory duct from both sides, and they form genital atrium. And this genital atrium has two parts: coiled prostate gland and penis sac, which consists of penis. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about female reproductive system. female reproductive system, which consists of ovary, the next oviduct, then third one vagina. Okay, so female reproductive system consists of three parts: ovary, oviduct, and vagina. First of all, ovary. Ovary. There is a single pair of ovary present in case of leech. Single pair of ovaries present. Okay. And where these ovaries are present? They are present on the 11th segment ventral side. Present on the ventral side. Present on the ventral side of 11th segment. Suppose this is leech. This is the 11th segment. Suppose here you can see ovaries, and these ovaries, they form oviduct. The duct coming from ovary is called oviduct. So inside the ovary, what forms? They develops ova. So this ova is coming from ovary. It will goes through oviduct, and the two oviduct, they combine and they form common duct, and finally this common duct leads to vagina. Okay, third part, vagina. This vagina present on the 11th segment posterior side, and the shape of vagina is S shape. Okay, so these are the main three parts of the female reproductive system: ovary, oviduct, vagina. Where this ovary present? On the 11th segment, 11th segment ventral side. And how many ovaries are present? Only one pair of ovaries are present, and these ovaries, they form oviduct, and this oviduct combine and form common duct, and this common duct finally leads to vagina. Okay, we are going to deal with development in leech. So we already discussed about male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Male reproductive system produces male gamete, and female reproductive system produces female gamete, and this both male and female gamete, they fuses and they form, so fertilization takes place. The fusion of male gamete and female gamete is called fertilization. Okay, they form zygote. So what kind of fertilization present in leech? In leech, they show internal fertilization. So fertilization means, you know what is fertilization? The fusion of male gamete and female gamete. So internal fertilization means the male gamete and female gamete, they fertilize inside the body. So that kind of fertilization is called internal fertilization. Okay. So after fertilization, what happens? The cocoons are forming. Cocoon formation takes place. Okay. So this cocoon, they are also called egg case, which consists around the developmental processes inside these cocoons continues, and which forms around 24 embryos inside this cocoon. 24 embryos. Okay, and where these cocoons are forming, they form around 9th, 10th, 11th segments. Okay, so these are about development in leech. So after some time, what happens? After cocoon formation, the young leech emerges and to form into a mature leech. So these are about development in leech. Next we are going to discuss about parasitic adaptations of the leech. Okay, so leech, they are ectoparasite. We already discussed. They take blood from other animals. Okay, So what are the parasitic adaptations shown by the leech? So first one, the blood is sucked by pharynx. They take the blood directly into their muscular pharynx. Then presence of anterior sucker and posterior sucker. They have at the anterior end they have anterior sucker, at the posterior end they have posterior sucker. Using these two, anterior sucker and posterior sucker, they attach on the host animal. Okay. Then presence of three jaws in the mouth that make Y-shaped incision or wound in the skin of the host. So when we discussed about the mouth, we said that in the mouth they have three jaws, and these three jaws make a Y-shaped wound on this animal, on the host animal. So they take blood using that three jaws. Then absence of parapodia and setae. Setae and parapodia, they are completely absent in setae and parapodia are completely absent in leech. This parapodia and setae, they are helping locomotion in other animals, but those locomotive structures are absent in leech. Okay. And blood is stored in the crop. You know the crop, which is the storage chamber or storage organ of the blood, and leech, they suck the blood and stored in crop, and they can store this blood for several months. Okay. And also there is not that much secretion of digestive juices and enzymes at the time of digestion. And sixth one, presence of production of hirudin. The hirudin, that chemical that is produced by salivary glands in leech. So what they do at the time of when they attach on this host animal and they make wound on this animal, and they suck out this blood, at the time they release this hirudin chemical. Okay, this hirudin which prevent the coagulation or clotting of the blood. So this leech, they can easily take the blood from the host animal. So these are the parasitic adaptations of the leech. First one, the blood sucked out by pharynx. Second one, anterior sucker and posterior sucker. And third, three jaws in the mouth which make Y-shaped wound in the skin of the host. And fourth one, parapodia and setae are completely absent. And fifth one, blood is stored in the crop, and there is no secretion of digestive juices or enzymes. And sixth one, production of hirudin.
More to know. Medicinal value of leech. Leeches are effective in increasing blood circulation and breaking up blood clots. It is surprising that they can be used to treat cardiovascular diseases. Biochemical substances derived from leech saliva are used for preparation of pharmaceutical drugs that can treat hypertension.